Hoo-hoo! Good day! Welcome to the stream!
Hello and welcome to Mimsy's Whimsy. Today I hope I have all the chat in the right spot and all the cameras in the right spot and I'm loud enough. Can you hear me okay? Hello everybody. Today I'm going to work on trees. It's the tree day. Today's trees. Last Tuesday during
a hearty welcome to Rylan, the necromancer of dead topics.
There you go, Rylan. I got it right this time. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hey, shout out to you because look what I have here. I have these beautiful Citadel skulls to put in that camera, this camera, this camera, this camera. These are to put in part of them, because there's like hundreds of them, in my Gizmex Grotto in the skull room. So I cannot wait to paint these up and put them in there. I opened it up earlier and I could not believe how tiny they were. So I'm gonna leave them on the plastic and spray paint them, give them a good base coat, and then hand paint them. I love this kind of this off-white beige color. They're gonna look so cool in there. Thank you very much, Rylan. That was an awesome surprise from Amazon. Hey, so last Tuesday we started our new project of flail snail terrain, and we started making swamp trees. Well, between then and now, a wonderful Nerdsmith friend of mine, Heather, decided that one of the giveaways should be for Saturday stream, you saw the ad earlier, should be a happy little tree. So trees tonight, we're going to be doing more swamp trees, and I'm going to be making a happy little tree ornament. So kind of two crafts in one tonight. Okay, so let's go to the top-down camera. Enough of me. Then I can get rid of all this lip gloss. Hey, there we go. That's much better. Oh, let's get rid of that. We already saw that picture. Hello. Okay. There, that's much better. Okay, so let me put it back on the chat so I can see you. Yes, good day, skulls, every necromancer stream. There you go. So check out my new mug I got from the Streamlabs store, Qyjari's Curious Crafts. It is Teenage Sir Mimsy that Delmori drew, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And this is the mug. It's the larger one. I think it's 15 ounce. Oh, it's pretty big compared to my other. I don't know where my other one went. It's in here somewhere. So that's available on the Streamlabs store. It's washable. You can put it in the dishwasher, which I didn't realize. It's such a great surface. I mean, I was worried that it was going to be cheap, but it was. But they're nice. So anyway, there's a shout out for Streamlabs merch. I also put that cute little drawing that she made of Drake and I, our little chibis that Delmori drew. All right, so let's start with our swamp tree. This is what we did last Tuesday, and it turned out great when it dried. I love the what is this, cotton balls that we draped there. We got to paint them, and we dripped some glue on there. It was a mess when I got it out, but it turned out great. Well, today we're going to we're going to paint the cotton, probably a territorial beige color. And then we're going to add some greenery to it, because these are not dead swamp trees. They're quite fertile, and we're going to do that. So let's get some paint out and start painting. And we can just chit-chat. I cleaned up my craft room earlier today. My girls had decided over the weekend that they were going to paint, and they pretty much wrecked it. All I want to do is paint the white parts. I'm not repainting the tree. I'm just painting the cotton. We made a mess of this last week. What I might do for future trees, and once we work on tonight and maybe tomorrow night we'll continue working on trees, during the build, is pre-paint the cotton. I think that would be a better solution for that hanging moss-looking type stuff on it. So that's what we might do for tomorrow. I put the air on. It is warm here in the ATL, and I put the air on down here, and it feels so good right now. I have the vent blowing right on me. I think tomorrow, though, is some yard work day. I opened my windows, or the blinds rather, here in the stream studio, and there are some weeds growing up against the window there, and I did not like that, so that's what I'm gonna do. This was, if I'd pulled on that, it would have fallen off. So I'm gonna paint it up there, and then right before it dries, I'm gonna pull it down a little bit and let it hang. Well, that's what it is in the stream studio. It's just a basement. But it's the only thing we use this room for, except D&D occasionally. And then it gets all rearranged. I'm so excited for Saturday. Rylan, you would not believe how excited I am for Saturday. I'm going to go right to 8:30 so we can raid you guys playing your D&D game. That's going to be good. But you saw me opening it. If you watched the opening, when it was stream's about to start screen on the view, it's going to have, I have 4 canvases because one of the not donation, I don't want to call it that. One of the, I don't know, what do you call it? We thought of a word for it last Tuesday, and of course I didn't write it down and I've forgotten. Just support. One of the support things that the viewers can do is have the artist switch to the community canvas. So I've got 4 canvases, the correct size, the 24 by 18 inch canvases, which is what Mr. Ross used when he painted on his show. So I've got those. I've got 4 of them because they came in a set of 2 each, and I'm going to have one set up over to the side, and that's going to be the one that they can all paint on. Who knows what that one's... That's probably going to look the best, honestly. Okay, so I painted a lot of the white there. We'll just leave some of it. Maybe it's a bit of a moldy moss or something. And let's add some greenery. This is the part I was excited for. This was wire. If you didn't watch last Tuesday, this is just plain... I think it's a 12 gauge, maybe 18 gauge. It feels too thin to be 18 gauge. And I've wrapped it in brown floral tape. It's not sticky until you give it a tug, and then it releases some sort of adhesive, and then it gets really sticky, and we were just all sorts of sticky last week. And then I bent the wire into a bunch of shapes. I think I did 4 12-inch pieces, and it turned into this tree. Now this is very large compared to, let me put my mini by there. There's Ronan. It's a very large tree, but that's okay. That's what she looks like. And here's Naku, her trusty sidekick and companion. So that's a good size, I think, for a good swamp tree. We're going to make a few of these for our terrain. I didn't put it on this screen. I did for last Tuesday what the terrain looks like. In my story of Amynrath, I made a picture using Incarnate. I used the Incarnate Pro version. And it had blue crystals around this terrain. So the terrain I'm making is 18 inches by 18 inches. And it has, I've already dotted it. We've already outlined where the path's going to go. But there's going to be blue crystals growing out, because that's what our flail snail likes to absorb. They kind of absorb it, and then it's kind of comes out the backside. So I've got some reindeer moss. And it's almost like a glowy mint green. It's not a very dark green, which is fine. I'm going to peel it apart gently. This stuff looks like the top of a broccoli, but I'm just going to pull it off a little. See, it has little sticks in it and stuff. Let me remind you that if you want to find this stuff in the wild, that's fine, but be prepared for bugs. I always recommend getting the preserved. Any kind of floral supplies that you get the preserved moss or the preserved Spanish moss. Otherwise, you're going to end up, if you go outside and if you live in Florida and see a ton of Spanish moss, you're going to get the chiggers, which you know. If you live in Florida, you already know that. So, all right, so I've pulled this gently, leaving a little bit of it hanging. And we're going to attach it here and there. And then I have some brown reindeer moss, and we're going to do the same thing. And I've already fired up my old Sure Bonder glue gun. Highly recommend. And that's going to come off. It's too thick there. In fact, I'm going to make that 2 pieces. We're just going to hang it right there. A little bit of glue. It's just going to drape off the top. Like that. It's kind of hard to see from the top down, so I'm going to put it on its side and work this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, I can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. I've kind of gone overboard in the planning of it, which is good. And I have no idea if it's going to actually raise the funds we need. Although we need less funds than we thought. I went ahead and purchased the D&D Beyond master level subscription. I think it's master level. So that my players can go ahead and tie their characters on D&D Beyond to my campaign. And that way we can use the D&D Beyond overlay. And they can work on their characters and use whatever resources they need from D&D Beyond. I have almost all the books open. Probably this Christmas we'll round out the rest of the books, since some were just released. Crow has...
You've subscribed!
Oh, wow!
Welcome to the Dragonkin family!
Thank you, Layrena. Welcome back. Thank you for another subscription. I know that you've been a long-time member. As soon as you say something, you're going to get your greeting. Of course, you need to come up with your... You've been here subscribed long enough. There you go. You get your own personal greeting.
Ooh, you're here! Must be time for tea!
Although I don't know if you pick one that doesn't have your name in it, with so many people, I might lose track of who's what greeting, like I have in the past. But I'm having him say your name, Jimmy Sherwood, when he does the greetings. But I need to get yours, Layrena. And it can actually say the same thing. If you like that tea one, it could say, "Here's Layrena. Must be time for tea." So, you know, if you like that greeting. That's what I did with Jake. He liked "Hello, Handsome," so of course I left that, and I think it says, "Here's my dear friend Jake. Hello, Handsome." And of course in Jimmy's Mimsy voice, it's just adorable. Okay, so you can see I'm just gently pulling this reindeer moss away so it kind of hangs like it does on real trees. Let's put that there. Using my Sure Bonder glue gun. And I'll be putting more greenery on here. This is just this one type. It's sort of a minty color. Sage, I guess. Oh, that's gonna look so cool. I gotta get these little webs away from there. Whoops. So the first half of tonight is gonna be working on this, and the second half is going to be, if you weren't here when I said it earlier, making happy little tree ornaments for part of the giveaway for Saturday's Bob Ross challenge. Oh, and don't tell anybody. I hear Drake walking around upstairs and he doesn't know this yet, but I have another challenge that you guys can help when you donate bits or PayPal donations, or contributions. I have purchased these itty bitty little 2-inch by 2-inch canvases. They're you can see they're this big right here. And I'm gonna get a little wooden easel, and that's gonna be a challenge, as they have to paint on the tiny canvas. But I didn't tell them that, so that's gonna be a surprise during the stream. I can't wait. Then I have giveaways. I have a Funko Bob Ross. I have, which I think someone said they already had. Some we'll let, if that person wins, we'll let them choose from some of the other prizes. I have a deck of cards. I have Peapod, a tiny little stuffed squirrel, so adorable, that Bob Ross used to have in his pocket when he painted. And some other surprises. Ooh, that's a dark piece. I don't know how that got in there. You do? Okay, I wasn't sure, Rylan, if you're the one who had it. So if you win one of the giveaways, then you can choose the deck of cards or Peapod or one of the other things. The trees, the happy little trees, are going to be given to anyone who donates 50 or more. So that I'll have to make hopefully have to make a few of those. Hopefully. But I went ahead and purchased the D&D Beyond. That's going right in the middle. That's why I set it up right. The Masters subscription. So that's already taken care of. So we just need to get a microphone and a good camera, Logitech camera. They're on my Amazon wish list under Curious Crafts. I think the link is below. And so that's only going to be for 2 of them, because Anchoku has already purchased his for himself. He is such a stinker. He went ahead and purchased that and a green screen. And I'm just so tickled. I cannot wait to share. He's never played before, so this will be the first time for him. Okay, so let me turn this sideways again so we can get this brownish reindeer moss in there. Just anywhere. It's a swamp tree. I don't want that much. I just want a little bit. I just want enough to kind of cover up some of the wire-ish glue marks. Maybe deeper in. We're going to get some puffy in there also. We're going to get some more green moss and other floral in there. Flora, I should say. There we go. Okay, Leyrena. Yeah, this is just a quick hour-long, fun, unannounced stream. Although I did announce it to my Dragonkin family on my Discord chat. If you are a member there, you get any notification for these early. Because this is supposed to be for my subscriber, Twitch subscriber only, but I don't qualify for it yet. So if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, these are freebies for you. Until I can get that. I think I have to have 90 unique streaming days. And I think I'm at 80. So 10 more to go. I think I'm at 80. There's no achievement for it. Turn that sideways. I couldn't find the achievement. There might be, and I just couldn't find it. So as soon as I hit...
You've subscribed! Welcome to the Dragonkin family!
Thank you, Raynick! Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, you were already here, but thank you again. That's okay.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah, Prime makes you do it over and over. And by the way, I'll repeat what I said to your lovely wife. You need to get me the greeting that you want. And like I told her, if you like the one you currently have, I will just simply have Jimmy add your name to it. It would say something like, well, it's Raynick. Look what the cat dragged in, or something like that. Yeah, oh, that's right. Well, you've been busy on vacation and having fun family days. I saw the pics. That's awesome. Oh, this is looking so cool. And I'm allowed to say that. I decided. Hey, you know, let's add some more green. Let's add a different color green. I've got that one. I've got this Spanish moss, which is sort of a dark green. This one's just from the dollar store. It says it's reindeer moss, but it really isn't. I'm going to use this stuff that I got from the Hobbs Lobs. And this is more like Spanish moss, only it's been painted green. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of glue it to the top and then stretch it down the sides and not have to glue all of it down. Oh, hi, it me, Rainick. In Sir Mimsy's voice, that would be adorable. Probably if Sir Mimsy says it, he'll say, it you. Oh, hi, it you, Rainick. Yeah, come up with something and let me know. Oh, let me turn this sideways so you can see. There we go. This is looking really neat. Look, I love this. Like I said, don't go into your backyard and pick up the Spanish moss. Go ahead and get the good kind. It should say preserved on it. You do not want little chiggers, little mites. They itch. I'm going to start using this is getting hot in there. I'm going to start using some, because I can't tell, I can't see where all the glue is now. You think you love that? What is it you love? I missed it. This tree? Isn't he a wonderful tree? I'm gonna put some right here. Of course, I'm using my Surebonder glue gun, and I'll put Ronin back up against. There we go. Okay, all right. You pick. Just let me know. I do want some of the brown limbs to show through, so I shouldn't probably... I'll pull some of that off. There. That's better. There we go. Okay, so let me clean this mess up. Put this sideways. I'm going to call this one done. I think it looks great as a... There's a little bit of brown in there. I'll leave that. It's sort of a mossy looking tree. I'll clean up some of these little, I call them spider webs. Okay, let's put that away. I'm going to leave it on though because my next project requires a glue gun. Alright, so there's that, and I'll put Ronin and Naku right next to it so you can see the sizing. That's a really nice tree. It's a good size. It'll be perfect for our flail snail terrain that I've deemed they live in a swamp or near swamps or near shallow water marshes areas. Thank you. Thank you, Leyrena. Okay, so that is that tree. And what time is it? I can't see the clock. 8:20 or 6:24. Good. We'll start working on the next project, which is another tree. Yay, other tree. We're gonna do more of these trees tomorrow on Qyjari's Curious Crafts. We'll do some more of these on tomorrow night show. But I wanted to show you these. Heather said if you want to do a giveaway, you should do an ornament. You should do a happy little tree ornament. So look what I did. I made one. And now I'm going to make another one. So it's like Aunt Anne's tree. Oh, Aunt Anne's tree. Isn't that funny? Tonight. Well, at least for half an hour. I'll get part of it done. I mean, I get all of it done. Okay. If you are a subscriber, part of the bonus content will include, it's not up yet, so don't race there now, will include a pattern for this little guy. See, I had all my thread ready. And there'll be different colors. I decided they'll be all unique. They'll have a different base. This one will have a dark, and this one will have a lighter, and this lighter one will have a light. I don't know. I'm just kind of rearranging everything. Can't do that one. I'll do that one. There we go. Oops, that's upside down. So there's our little tree. Happy little trees with happy little faces. Thank you. Okay, we got eyes. I got most everything ready. I had these leaves. I wasn't going to add any sparkle to them, and then I thought, well, I'll add. In fact, I think I'm going to add another leaf there and another leaf there. So this one's going to have more coming. I found these in my collection. I think I have glue at the tip of my finger, and it's getting caught on the. There we go. Glue gun stuck to my nail. I have these adorable little sequin. They're like sequins, but they're leaves. I've had these forever. So I decided to use them. Let me hold them up. There we go. Whoops, that's kind of bright. It's good that I can see the camera. So I have these, and we will put these on our branches. Let's make a bright one so you guys can see. I'll make this one. Alright, so I had to go pick out a variety of greens and browns to use. I think 700 is the one I picked for that one. Yes, it is. So let's start sewing on our little... I'm going to use these actually. This one for the beads. I got little seed beads, of course. And for the leaves, I need my glasses. Where did I put my glasses? Oh, man. I really thought I brought them in here. Oh, man. I'll be right back. I can't see a thing. Here they are. We're good. Oh, I forgot you can see me on the other camera. There's my butt. Okay. So I got my knot. And we're just going to put the leaves in sporadically around the outside. These have 2 holes in them. I don't think there's a top and bottom to these. Some have a little bit of a texture, so I'm trying to put the texture on the outside. Oh, my beads are over here. I had to put them in a separate tray. Some of them weren't working very well. They weren't going through the needle. I might want to pick a new needle. Yeah, that one's not working. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice just to give away trees? I do have another giveaway too for those who want to contribute to the Banana Brothers, and that's another little special thing.
But you can call me Mimsy.
Yes, that's right. I don't know if I set it up correctly, but that's okay. I'm keeping track. I'm going back through and keeping track. So if you type it in, I will find you. And yes, you can win yourself this flail snail terrain that we're working on Tuesday nights during Qyjari's Curious Crafts. Type in _flail. I don't know if maybe if one of my mods can go in and set that up. If that's something that's you guys are allowed to do. I don't know. Drake usually does it for me. I need to get a new needle because this is not letting me put any of these seed beads through. That one's not working either. I'm going to get another needle. There we go. There's one.
Cheeky.
Hey, Twisted! What are you up to?
Look at you, fancy pants.
I don't think I did. I probably didn't. What was cheeky for? Did I miss something? Was that your greeting, Twisted? It must have been. I thought you were fancy pants, though. How'd you get cheeky and fancy pants? Did you resub? I'm not looking at the... Yeah, that's your greeting. Oh, you raided! Oh, that's what cheeky is. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. I saw you and your lovely wife were playing Minecraft. Did you have a good time? All right, I have to get a new needle because this is not working for any of these. I didn't know what cheeky was. I forgot. I don't get very many raids, obviously. Okay, let's see if this needle works. This looks like it has a bigger head, though. Oh, man. I gotta find a tiny little one. This one might work. I'll take that green thread off there. All right, here I go. Everyone gets a little bit of my DNA. I gotta lick the thread. And then squint as I thread the needle. So that's why I always have these pre-threaded. Oh, I did it on the first try. Go me. Alright, let's see if these work. Yes, if you're... No, it's not gonna work! Oh no! I'll just have to keep... There we go. I'll just keep trying. Keep trying all my beads. My seed beads. So I only put 5 little... why isn't that going through there? 5 little leaves on each one, and then I thought, no, I need to put more on there, so I'm going to go back and add a couple more to each of them. They don't need a lot of, but what else am I going to use these little leaves for? I've had them forever. I can't even remember when I bought them. So, might as well put them to good use on this cute little project. And then everyone who contributes $50 worth of bits or PayPal donations on the stream on Saturdays. Exciting Bob Ross challenge, which I can't wait. We'll get one. You'll just get one in the mail. Of course, I need your address if you win and I don't already have your address. Hey, speaking of that, if you haven't already told me, I need your birthdays if you are a sub or a patron, because I have created cute little Mimsy birthday card to send to all of my subs and all of my Twitch patrons. Oh, that one went through also. Yay! I think I got most of yours. Yeah. Yeah, you can go to the Discord and put it there.
Oh, cheeky.
Another one? Hey, Chief! Thank you! 2 raids. Wow, I feel honored. Uh-oh, that bee just went flying.
I missed that smiling face.
I do miss that smiling face. Hey, Chief. Hey, Dragon Lord. What up? I'm making a happy little tree. Just in time for our Bob Ross challenge on Saturday at 6 o'clock East. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. My 3 kids, well, 3 of my 5 kids are going to be painting along to Bob Ross on Saturday as a part of a fundraiser for our D&D stream happening.
Hooray! A new follower. Thank you so much.
Thank you for following. And one of my Nerdsmith directors suggested giving away happy little trees to some high-end donators, and I thought, what a great idea, because I make handmade ornaments. And so on Mimsy's Whimsy tonight, I thought I would share that with you, since I no longer stream my Aunt Anne's tree. I thought I would do this. Okay, at the top we're doing 3 leaves, not just 2. Can you? Am I under? Yeah, I'm under the camera correctly. Self-producer here. I hear Drake upstairs, but I started early. At least I hope it's Drake. It's so nice to see everyone here tonight. Is anyone in the chat room going to be streaming at 7 o'clock? And we will trade raids. Oops, that one. Oh, I was doing so well, and that one didn't fit through the needle. Oh, that one did. Oh, Chief, you have to see this cute little mug I got. I put up some more merchandise on my Streamlabs merchandise page. Oh my goodness, I got a knot there. And I ordered one for myself because I couldn't resist. My daughter Delmori did the artwork, and I love this. As soon as I get this knot out, I will show you. And I don't know if I'll get it out because I can't see the knot. Yeah, no, I'm going to make that knot there and start all over again. With the thread. Okay, let me show you this mug. It's so cute. Check it out. Isn't that cute? It's Sir Mimsy. It's teenage Sir Mimsy playing Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, Snag-a-Cat. That's a cool name. I like that. Okay. So he's got his Dungeon Master screen and his books and his bag of marbles. Not marbles, his bag of... they look like marbles. His bag of dice. And of course it's a purple bag because all of us old school remember that as the Crown Royal bag. Crow still keeps all of his dice in a Crown Royal bag. Alright, so a needle pulling thread. Oh, see what I did there? Don't sing. I hear my daughters in the other room yelling, "Don't sing, Mom." Oh, that doesn't fit through either. Nope. I need to find some beading needles. I thought I had them on that needle, on my needle thing there, but apparently I'm either wrong, which I probably am, or I have used them other places and did not put them back. I'm so glad these little leaves are getting some use, though. Nope. Denied. I rolled a 1 on that one. Who got a natural 20? Nice! Very nice. We are so excited about our D&D with the Banana Brothers starting in the fall. In fact, I know Anchoku's excited about it because Stinker went out and bought his own microphone and camera and green screen. He is ready to go. So this stream on Saturday is to raise some necessary funds to get the 2 other Banana Brothers. Drake already has his stuff that he needs. We need to get the 2 other Banana Brothers, Tranquil and Fletcher, to get them set up with a decent camera and mic so that we have a good quality stream to bring you guys. If you haven't heard about the Banana Brothers, they all have the same father. This is we're going to start at session 0, which we're going to record, but it will be available for subs and patrons. And then start probably level 2 or 3 in October. These are all half brothers, not in real life. 2 of them are real brothers in real life, and 2 of them are my real brothers in real life. But in the game, they're half brothers. They all have the same father, and they're half race of their mother, and they think human. There's a bit of a twist to the story there, but you'll have to tune in and find out what that's about. And they all have an intelligence no higher than 6. So this should be very amusing. And I am running them through my Amynrath campaign that we write every Friday night here on this Twitch channel during 3 Sheets 1 Shot. Joe and I, my co-host Joe and I, sit here and brainstorm about story ideas, and then it turns into a D&D campaign called Amynrath. I don't even remember what color this was. What did I say it was? 700? There we go. Shove it back in there. Alright, let's get the eyes on this little guy. How do we want the eyes? We want them apart, together. Let's do something different. Let's make all these trees unique. something like that. Here's the trunk. Okay, if I'm missing chat here, I have to look up a chat. Hi everybody over there. I forgot I'm in the corner. I hope I don't pick my nose. Let's see. TM bag from like, ooh, nice. Yeah, the crit roll dice deserve a special home. Everyone's rolling 20s. Second 3 in a row. Oops, yeah, wow, you're all right. No fails here. No fails here. All right, so how do we want this little eyes? Crookedy like that? More together? Whoops. Let's do that. Let's do a little together and a little crookedy. That's a word. Once again, my ornaments are not meant to be used as toys, but because I know it's hard for young children to resist, sometimes they're so cute, I try to reinforce by triple sewing on the eyes, and also by going through the knot in the back so that the knot can't pull through. But I will triple sew each of these eyes on. This was, if you followed me when I was doing Aunt Anne's tree, that was a standard instruction. And if you're a sub, don't forget, join my Discord, and I will upgrade you to the sub level, and you have an opportunity to get some bonus content, which will include, it's not there yet, the pattern for this happy little tree. If you want to make one on your own, I will send you the pattern. I'll post it as a PDF, full color PDF. Okay, so his second eye is going on, and I made it a little bit higher than the last one, just to give it a little bit of a whimsical look, because it's Mimsy's Whimsy, you know. All right, there's the second one. Oh, look at that little face. I love it. Okay, let's tie that off in the back. Definitely not going to finish this tonight, but that's okay. It's fun to watch. It's fun to hang out with you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, right now, Mimsy's Whimsies are available for everybody. But as soon as I hit that achievement, or I don't know, it's some thing I have to unlock on Twitch, 90 unique days of streaming, then this show will become subscriber only. And who knows what'll happen. So there's his, you know what I did with the other one? I made it shorter. I didn't like how tall this was. So you know what? Remind me to adjust my pattern before I post it. I'm going to trim that a little bit shorter. I didn't like it so big. There we go. That's better. And then his little smile, or his big smile actually. Let's make it littler. Let's make it smaller. We're gonna glue the smile on using our handy dandy what chat? Let's make this one like that. Oh, look at that little face. It's so cute. Alright, I gotta take my glasses off for that one. Alright. Sure bonder. We're gonna glue that on right there. Okay. Hold it by the very edge. Now I need my glasses back on. Hold it by the very edge. Get a good grip on it, because you only have one chance at this. Using your Sure Bonder glue gun. And this one does have clear glue sticks in it. I used, for the other one, I did use my fabric glue sticks, but that's over at my crafting room, so I didn't bring it over. And why isn't that squeezing through? There it goes. I don't want any of it to ooze out. I'm going to put it right in the center and use the tip of the nozzle dangerously close to my own finger. And wherever it goes, that's what it's going to be. Oh, look at that little guy. So cute. He's a happy little tree. This is the best one. This is the best one so far. Okay, and then that goes there. What time is it? I can't even see the clock. 15 minutes. Woohoo! Plenty of time. Okay, so now we're going to sew the top of the tree onto the back of the tree. But remember to have your loop ready to go at the top. Everyone who's not watched before is like, what loop? You need about an 1/8 inch ribbon to make a little loop like that. And that's where your ornament hook, or however you want to hang it, that's where that will go. All right, so we're back to 700, which I don't have threaded. Get that back out. This is the color. I always use DMC floss, and I use the 2 strands. It comes in 6, but I separate it into 2 strands each. And I get about a yard. Of course, I've all knotted it all up. There we go. I get about a little over a yard, I guess, an arm's length when I do it. My DNA all over it. There we go. Oh, you know what? That's a good beading needle. I'll put that with the beads. Someone remind me it's there. Okay. I don't keep needles on a tomato like I do my pins. I find that I accidentally push them through all the time. So then I lose them inside the tomato. So I keep them on a piece of felt that I fold and keep in a small little container. It just works better for me. Okay. This is probably more than I need. I don't know why I put some. I usually go about 36 inches or a yard for these strands. That's usually all I need. All right, so we're going to bury that first stitch on the bottom. And this is where we're going to stuff it. So we're going to leave this opening here for the stuffing. And again, the way you bury a stitch is you put the needle through the top layer of the felt on the inside. So you can see it, the shadow of the needle there, sort of, but not there. You have to hide it. And that goes there, and that's where the knot gets hidden. And then we're going to do our blanket stitch. Woo! I think I brought my sample blanket stitch here. There's the blanket stitch. If you haven't watched one of my Aunt Anne's Tree episodes before, that's what... Ow, I just poked myself. Medic! We are starting the Banana Brothers in October, but I actually am playing with the Banana Brothers this September. I don't know if we have clearance yet to film that and be on the stream. I wouldn't mind it. I'll have to talk to Tranquil and see what he says. But he did commit to guesting on Qyjari's Curious Crafts that Tuesday. So Tuesday the 3rd, 4th, whatever that Tuesday is in September. 24th, I think. We'll be doing a Qyjari's Curious Crafts from sunny Florida with Tranquil as our guest crafter. I don't know what he's going to want to do. If you haven't seen he and I craft together, I totally encourage you to go watch on YouTube the Fire Giant episode. It was, in my opinion, hysterical. I was being a total brat, and he was having a good time also. But he was showing me how to make a fire giant using a dollar store ninja, one of those toy ninjas that you can get in it's a 4-pack, so actually they cost $0.25. Using a lot of wire and cotton and a bunch of stuff. We had a great time. Whoopsie. See what happens when you use a lot of thread, more thread than you need, it does tend to tangle more. It gets caught up in itself, so you just have to be a little patient, more patient than I'm being right now. There we go. So just to finish up here, because it's going to be time to go in about 10 minutes, and I don't want to leave everybody wondering how to finish this little guy. because it's not going to get done tonight for sure, but I will get more of them done. Hopefully that we'll need them for Saturday. You would sew this all the way around with the blanket stitch like I'm doing, and then you would stuff it with polyfill. I won't get that on the table right now. Always buy the best quality polyfill. If you get the less expensive kind, it should probably work okay, but it tends to pill and get lumpy on the inside, and it isn't as smooth. If you want to make your cute little happy little tree ornament, you want to make sure that you do it with the better quality stuffing. And so you would stuff it firmly. Always stuff the small insides first, all the little I guess the leaf puffs. Don't know how else you would call that. And then stuff it all the way to the opening, and then don't seal it closed. Leave it open, and then we'll move to the trunk. And then you would sew around. Let me put this out here so you can see what I'm talking about. You would sew around the exterior of the trunk with a blanket stitch like usual, but you'd start right here and then go around and leave this top part open. I have caught, there we go. You'd leave the top part open because that is where you will attach. You would put this on the inside and sew the remainder of it on top gently through the top layer of the tree. And the back side, and you can see I've got my little Aunt Anne's tree logo there. It's just on a pin that can come off. We glued the rest of it on the back here. We just glued that after we made sure it was stuffed more firmly. So once that part is stitched on here with the blanket stitch, then you would open that little flap up and stuff it some more and make it firm, and then you could glue it carefully like I showed you how to glue the mouth on. Same thing for that. And that's how you would finish it off. And then you would have a happy little tree. Hey, Lorena, I know you're getting dinner going, so you may not even be here. But guess what I bought a frame for today, just so that I could have it hanging on Saturday for the stream. I got a poster frame for the wonderful poster you sent me after Christmas last year, or right at Christmas time last year, for when we did our Frovember and did the Bob Ross afro during I think it was during our Trevor project, right? For Nerdsgiving, when we had Drake have to put on the Bob Ross wig, and that was such a hit. Okay, so I'm approaching the very top center part where the loop goes. I'm going to do one more stitch, and then the loop is going to go on there. And the way you can tell where the loop goes, you want it to be symmetrical, and that doesn't always work for some ornaments. This one is a little symmetrical. It's probably a little heavier on one side or the other, but it's not much. You would take a pin or a needle and just poke it through and just hold it and make sure that that's the center part that you want. And that's perfect that it worked out there. So I'm going to put this loop that we made out of the 1/8 inch ribbon right inside like this between the two, and then the blanket stitch will go inside that right there. You can hear my kids giggling in the back. I hope you can't hear them. They're just playing, I don't know, they're playing murder or something, I don't know. It's whatever they were playing with you earlier, Twisted, the other day, where all of you were shooting each other. I think they're practicing, so be prepared for next time. And then just attach it like you would a regular blanket stitch, with the knot on the inside, so it's good and firm in there. And then just continue around the outside with that blanket stitch. Okay, so 5 minutes. Does anybody here currently watching have a stream that they're going to be doing at 7 o'clock Eastern in the next 5 minutes that I can raid? I'd like to support all my viewers first, of course. So if you do have a stream going on, let me know, and I am happy to raid your Twitch stream. Everybody's being really quiet. It must be dinner time. Must be time to eat. I like the 3 leaves on the top like that. That looks much better. It fills it in more, I think. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to call it for the night there, and I will finish this little guy for Saturday. Hopefully I'll need to finish him up and send him out. And the other 2 trees. 2 trees. 2 trees. I get it. That's funny. I cracked myself up. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for Mimsy's Whimsy tonight. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock East for Qyjari's Curious Crafts. And, of course, Friday we're back with 3 Sheets One Shot and Joe. Continuing writing our 5e D&D one-shot campaign, which really isn't one shot anymore. I don't know why we keep calling it one shot, because it's going to be an entire campaign at this point. And then let me switch to the bigger camera so we can see each other. And then, of course, Saturday, I'm so excited, at 6 o'clock East, we are going to be doing the Bob Ross Challenge. 3 of my kids are going to be trying to follow along to a Bob Ross painting program. They're going to try their best. I've got the 2-inch brushes. I've got the knives and the canvases. I got them each a shirt. And we're going to be doing that to get contributions toward our D&D with the Banana Brothers this fall. So thank you all so much. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Clickety click, click, click. I don't know where my mouse is. Oh, there it is. There's the thank you screen. Thanks. Have a good night.